Welcome live to the Racing Hotspot Weekend Roundup. I'm Devin Poslusny. Dave will be with us in a little bit. He told me to do my portion of the show before he got on. So, should start right away here. Motorsports in 60. IndyCar, Formula 1, NASCAR, Racing Hotspot Blog Report, Dave, and then final lap. Motorsports in 60. That's the first. I don't have the thing on there. We're going. NASCAR Camping Truck Series raced at Texas. Texas on Friday night. Here's your top 5. Finishing 5th, Brendan Gaughan. 4th, Matt Crafton. 3rd, German Caroga. Finished 3rd, Ty Dillon. 2nd, Jeb Burton won the race. Top Nationwide Series started the race like I think 11 or so laps Saturday night. Then they had a red flag. They were out. They came back Sunday. They had another red flag with 86 to go. They came back. Top 5, Kyle Larson finished 4th. Sam Hornish Jr. 3rd. Elliott Sadler 3rd. Austin Dillon 2nd. Trevor Bayne 1. Hornish finished 4th, and Kyle Larson finished 5th. Sorry about that. Messed that up. So actually, let's do that again. Kyle Larson finished 5th. Sam Hornish Jr. 4th. Elliott Sadler 3rd. Austin Dillon 2nd. Trevor Bayne won the race, of course. IndyCar. Castroneves won at Texas on Saturday night at the Firestone, Texas Rally 550 or something like that. The top 5, finishing 5th, Marco Andretti. 4th, Ed Carpenter. 3rd, Tony Kanaan. Ryan Hunter-Ray finished 2nd, and Helio Castroneves, as I just said, won the race. Formula 1 raced the Montreal Grand Prix Sunday. Sebastian Vettel won that race. So finishing 5th was Nico Rosberg. 4th, Mark Webber. 3rd, Lewis Hamilton. Fernando Alonso finished 2nd. Sebastian Vettel won the race. NASCAR. After a somewhat interesting Pocono race, Jimmy Johnson redeemed himself from my Dover slump and won. So these are your top 5. Finishing 5th, Ryan Newman. 4th, Tony Stewart. 3rd, Dale Earnhardt Jr. 2nd, Greg Biffle, and Jimmy Johnson, of course. Alright, RH Blog Report. Well, like all Pocono races, it was crazy. Jimmy Johnson redeemed himself after the restart issue at Dover. The next race is Michigan on TNT. See you then. And, yeah. We'll be right back. Up ahead on the show here, we're going to talk with Dave Poslusny about what he felt and everything about the racing. Arch Point Championship. We have a new commercial for you that we're going to debut here. You'll enjoy it. Actually, you know what? Take a look at it right now.
I don't know how do you put that into words when in a Daytona 500? I would like to see you try, any of you. It's impossible.
When I drive through the tunnel in February, I know then that we're not just starting a new season. This is another opportunity to try to win another Daytona 500.
Earnhardt was so close here for so many years and won all the other races here, but just missed the Daytona 500.
There's been times when I've said, boys, my race, done deal. When I get past, you know.
Take me down to the riverbed. Take me down to the fighting end. Wash the poison from off my skin. Show me how to be whole again. Fly me up on a silver wave. Past the black where the sirens sing. Warm me up in a Nova's glow. Drop me down to the dream below. 'Cause I'm only a crack in this castle of glass. Hardly anything there for you to see. For you to see. Show me how to be whole again. 'Cause I'm only a crack in this castle of glass. I'll be everything there for you to see. For you to see.
Isn't that nice? So that is our official opening. Next season for Daytona, we will be live streaming the 2014 Daytona 500. That's going to be fun. We'll have new technology by then, guaranteed. New technology by then. It's going to be amazing. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. So yeah, that will do it for us right now. Right now, stay with us. Because after this commercial break, Devin Poslusny will be on that screen. We're going to talk to him. Final lap. Points championship. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome live back. There's Dave. He's on. As you can see, whenever he's on, it's always random. Welcome back live here to Racing Hotspot Weekend Roundup. Now to bring in Dave, the random Devin Poslusny.
Everybody.
So we're gonna get right to you since the rest of the show is pretty much done. How you doing?
Good. We're mainly. Sorry, that's my buddy Martin. He's very attention grabbing, so he's kind of being a pain in my butt right now. I do apologize for that. Whoa, stop it. Yeah, he likes to be the blunt of the camera if he can be. So he doesn't realize there's a camera on right now, but apparently he's being the same. Pocono, that's what we're going to talk about, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, I would say after this week, I'm going to have to start agreeing with people that have been complaining about Pocono being too long and or boring. Because I don't know what you saw. I know I saw you change the information you had there, but I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a good racetrack. It's a roval. It's kind of cool, but getting a little on the, not so much side. I don't want to see guys crash and all that other fun stuff, but the only thing that I really enjoyed about that race in general were the restarts. Actually, I believe the last restart, it was Kyle Petty said it. Hey, look, they went 43 wide. It was absolutely absurd. Because the restarts, I mean, granted, when they get into turn one, they have to be nice and tight, or about 2, maybe 3 wide, like 2 3/4 wide. But when they first come past that line,
Yeah.
it goes so insane. I counted actually. I rewatched the finish, and I counted that there were. I think it was 11 wide. 11 wide crossing that line. That's sheer insanity. They don't do that at Daytona. They don't do that at Talladega. I've never seen them that wide. But there's just so much room in the front of that track. It's just crazy. But I guess what I want to say is, in my opinion, that might be part of what is becoming the problem in Pocono. It's just too damn wide. There's too many grooves. They need to do something to change it, because it's getting to the point of literally boring. And most of your cautions, not that I'm a crash guy, like I said, I don't like to see crashes all the time, but most of your cautions are just doing blown out tires, blown engines, guys just having bad days. And, I guess once a year, I can see that. Twice a year, no. So if they want another track, if they want another space in Vegas, that would be, based on what we talked about last week or the week before, I would probably go with Pocono as moving a track. That's just my opinion. What do you think?
I would have to agree with you. Actually, when you were talking, I was making a T-chart on the chalkboard behind us. It's Pocono and then Las Vegas. Under the Pocono, I have restarts, triangle. Like Vegas, pretty much it's restarts, and everything, pretty much. Restarts, action-packed, I should put. Vegas deserves a second race. And Charlotte, they were thinking about pulling it away from Charlotte. Charlotte is the perfect track to have the races at, because both races, or should I say all 3 races that they have there for the Cup Series, it's action-packed.
Yeah, well, it's an exciting race, and that's exactly what I'm saying. I mean, no insult on Pocono. I love the place and all. It's got some cool features to it, without a doubt, but it's just not that damn exciting. And there's more excitement on other tracks, so why not go ahead and I'm not sure which race I would lose at Pocono. Excuse me, just got finished eating. But hey, that's up to them. I really can't decipher which one I would take away, whether it be the fall or the spring race. But the truth is, it's got to go somewhere else. To take it away from Charlotte would just be stupid. Charlotte has always been an exciting racetrack, so taking it away from there is not a good idea. And if I had to do a full evaluation, my personal opinion, Vegas is way more exciting than Pocono. You have to have your excitement. That's part of racing. I know that unfortunately that does entail wrecks and whatnot and what have you, which, generally as a race fan, well, you got your 2 types of race fans. Some people love it, and some people would rather see them actually race and have less caution. I'm one of those guys that prefers to see them race and have less caution. Of course, here and there a crazy wreck, it's exciting. It's unavoidable. You can't deny it ever. But, I mean, seriously, did you watch Sunday's race? I mean, it was just like, it was just boring. And unfortunately, because we do the show, I've actually watched it twice just to make sure I saw what I saw and that everything was right in what I was saying. Boring. bottom line. I mean, a couple of guys had, bad fit issues and whatnot. I can't remember exactly who the people were, but it doesn't do anything at this point in time. I think if they narrowed it down to one and maybe made some changes to the track, it might save it, but beyond that, it was pretty damn boring. And that's it. That's pretty much all I got to say about it.
Well, I have to agree with you, but I'm gonna decide to be the other side of the conversation here, just to spice up the show here. People that watch the show and maybe go to the Pocono races, and by the way, both races are in the summer, because the next Pocono race is in August.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right.
They're like within.
It's summer yet, though.
Well, people consider June pre-summer, so.
It kind of more or less is. We've been having some pretty nutty warm weather ourselves, so yeah, I can go for that. But I believe summer doesn't actually start until the end of this month.
Yeah, I think like June 20th is summer solstice. Yeah, June 21st is the first day of summer. So, and if you look at it this way, some of your Pocono fans that are watching this right now are going, seriously guys, you guys are from New Hampshire, right? Yeah, okay, you are. So, what about your races? Half of the cautions, well, almost all the cautions that happened at NHMS last year were because of debris on the track, or I think there's a piece of metal over in turn 3. Oh wait, that's just the metal wall. Type of cautions. And really, if those didn't happen, the entire races, both the races would have went green. So.
Well, undeniably, and I can't knock this, and it's my local track, so it's hard to let go. But the truth is, Loudon can be a lot like Pocono. They had made some changes to the track originally that did improve it. But at times, it can get boring itself. Am I being biased by saying take it away from Pocono and not Loudon? No, because I do find that that Loudon itself is more, at least at the very least, it's a little more interesting than Pocono. So if you weighed the two together, I would give it to Loudon and take it away from Pocono. And that's just my opinion. But you're all right. I'm sure the locals don't agree, and they would kind of be against me on that one. And I can understand that, because you want, you're too close to available races. But for you and I, which I'm not even sure if you or our fans know this, it's super convenient. We both live so damn close to it, it's insane. It takes us, 20 minutes to get in and 20 minutes to get out?
Yeah, something like that. So.
You don't have that in most tracks. So, yeah, it's a little biased on my part, I will admit. But if I was going to knock off a date, it wouldn't come from Loudon. Loudon to me is a, hi Martin, is a, it's a paperclip. It's basically the same thing as Martinsville, and we talked about this before, but it's the same thing as Martinsville, except twice the size. So, the passing is difficult, so there's more racing there, I guess is the best way to put it. Pocono, on the other hand, there's so much damn room to. The passing isn't difficult. You just got to get the guy, you got to get the air off him, and that's it. Take his air away, and you're by. Loudon, not so much. Loudon's a lot more difficult to actually pass. If you were to interview drivers individually and get their opinions, I would be willing to bet they would tell you Loudon's a lot more difficult than Pocono.
Well,
it's what I'm after.
Yeah, even Jimmy Johnson would probably turn and say, yeah, Loudon's a lot more difficult. And that's probably why Jimmy Johnson would boot it, because he's, owns the keys to victory lane at Pocono. But, then again, that's Jimmy Johnson.
I can't deny those guys, I'm sorry. Was I not happy to see that he won this weekend? No, I wasn't, but truth is, they're damn good. they're just damn good. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's almost like Earnhardt Senior coming back. I mean, it was great to see Junior had a decent finish.
Yes.
Michael second, that was fantastic because he's just been having a bad couple of years. But all in all, Jimmy won again. It just gets, to the point where it starts getting old.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there have been many drivers like that in the past. So it's just a matter of, dealing with it, moving on. Jeff Gordon was that way. I'm not saying he was that way. Darrell Waltrip was that way. I can go deeper into history. I won't bother, but and there's been a lot of drivers that people just wind up, I don't want to say hating because that's a terrible word to use, but, disliking and not want to see them win anymore. But they're obviously dominant. They're dominant for a reason.
Yeah.
It's not like, I can't say it's not like they're doing it on purpose. Of course they're doing it on purpose. But they're trying to aggravate the fans? No, they're not. They're just trying to win.
Yeah, I know. And then again, there are those fans that go, "Are you kidding me? I'm glad to see Jimmy Johnson win. Go Johnson." But then again, there are those fans, such as the owner of this house, who go, Johnson, you gotta be kidding me, blah, blah, blah. So it goes, it goes both ways. I've become, like you. I just enjoy NASCAR. I used to just wear, a Tony Stewart hat around, and now I wear a NASCAR hat, because I enjoy, you know what, even if Jimmy Johnson won, congratulations, Jimmy Johnson, very good job. I'm not going to sit there and go, Stewart finished 4th. You got to be kidding me, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to be happy.
Devin, there's not a single race win that I don't clap and congratulate. I do it every single time. It's kind of like the pre-race show, the national anthem and all of that.
Yeah.
Whether it's bad or it's good or it's friggin' terrible, because sometimes it really is. I will always cheer. It's as simple as that. No flyby, yes flyby, whatever. Always cheer. Always cheer. That's just my way, and I've always been that way. As for the drivers themselves, yeah, I firmly believe that these guys are at a level. And the truth is, once you've achieved that level, you and I have nothing to say.
Yeah.
They could be the worst guy out on the track. They still fall better than you or I will ever be.
Exactly. So yeah.
Unless, of course, either one of us ever makes it there, but I think I'm getting a little old for it now.
Yeah, you said it, not me.
Yeah, well, hey, think about it. You still have an opportunity.
Yeah, I know. I still have that chance.
That's not, I think that's your gig. I think your gig is more for the media end of it.
Yep.
Like doing now.
Hold on one second. Now to the RH Racing Hotspot Points Championship. Just gotta find the slide real quick on my iPod. Yeah.
You can still see me, right? Because I'm looking at the on the screen.
Yeah, we can still see.
I don't learn the computer thing yet, buddy.
Alright. So we are on page 9. Alright, I'm gonna go on. For this week I picked first again, because he had gone twice in a row. So here are my picks. Finishing 5th was Tony Stewart, 4th Jeff Gordon, 3rd Jimmy Johnson, Joey Logano for 2nd, and Denny Hamlin for the win. Dave had Kurt Busch for 5th, Clint Boyer for 4th, Jeff Gordon for 3rd, Kenseth for 2nd, and Kyle Busch for the win. The way they turned out, I got 5th place, 4th place, 3rd place, 2nd place, and Dave got the 1st place. So that would equal a total of, and do the math real quick because it's out of 30. I have 20, he has 10. Here comes the fun part, and I gotta get to the other dog.
Figure out how on earth you beat me. Johnson won. Denny Heumann was up front. Tony Stewart was right there. Where was Logano?
Logano finished ahead of Kenseth, I know that. Can't think of where he finished. So the points championship here. Dave Poslusny. Dave has 251 points. 251. I have 181 points. And we're going to Michigan. So I'm coming back. Slowly but surely.
So what are the totals again? Give me both those counts, just the numbers.
You have 251, and I have 181.
Okay.
So yeah. So we're gonna take a break real quick, and we're gonna make our picks, and then we'll have the final lap, and yeah, we'll be right back. Welcome back live here to Racing Hotspot Weekend Roundup. Dave and I still here. We have our picks for Michigan. Dave got to go first this week, so I'll call his off first. Dave had Tony Stewart for 5th place, Mark Martin for 3rd, or 55. We're pretty sure Mark Martin's racing it, but we're not completely positive. But if he is, then Mark Martin for 4th, Harvick for 3rd, Kyle Busch for 2nd, and Carl Edwards to win it. Now, I had the only common driver with Dave, Carl Edwards for 5th. I have Matt Kenseth for 4th, Dale Earnhardt Jr. for 3rd, Jimmy Johnson for 2nd, and Greg Biffle for the win. Pretty good lineups. Would you agree?
Yeah, without a doubt. Actually, yours is very good. I really didn't think about Biffle, and coming off of a 2nd place in Michigan, in Pocono, yeah, you definitely got a good possibility for a good one next week.
Alright then. I gotta make a comeback somehow, and I hear these summer weeks are good for me.
And now you have a full season, you're doing better, without a doubt. We're not that far separated.
Yeah, last season, the last couple races that we had, you killed me. It was just bad.
Well, it was kind of easy if you really think about it, because you already had a damn good idea of how everybody was doing for the season, and then you just take it from there. So, yeah, when we started last year, it was unfair to you. So, I'm actually enjoying the fact that we're having a good competition throughout the entire season. It's definitely, more better.
Yeah. Alright, so now to the final lap, sadly. We have IndyCar next Saturday there at the Milwaukee Mile. No Formula 1 this week. They'll be back June 30th. Nationwide Series Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on ABC. Check your local listings for channel and all that fun stuff. They are at Michigan. Cup Series, 1 p.m. Eastern on TNT. Check your local listings, channel, time, fun. They'll also be at Michigan. We have Trackside Friday, Race Day Sunday morning, and Weekend Roundup Sunday night. We do have a program alert real quick, and you'll probably want to hear this. Starting June 21st, 2 days after I get out of school, Racing Hotspot starting this thing that we tried to do last year. It didn't really go through that well, because I didn't really take it seriously. I went, oh yeah, let's put a name on it. Did a couple of shows, and then that was the end of it. It's called Racing Hotspot Summer Series. I can't even say it. we are going to have extensive coverage. Since it is the summer, this will go through to I believe, the September race here in New Hampshire. I'm not sure about the end date, though. It will be a summer series, obviously. And we're going to, some big events already planned. We're live streaming through Racing Hotspot's YouTube channel the Coke 0400 at Daytona. So that's going to be fun. We might be live streaming the Sonoma race, because that's one of 2 road courses on the entire schedule. We'll also be live streaming the Watkins Glen race. So it's going to be a jam-packed summer. Hopefully Dave Poslusny will be able to do some things. Hopefully.
I was just about to ask what part of this am I involved in, but we'll talk about that all there.
Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Summer, yeah. Woo woo. Well,
2 little factoids that we have not mentioned today. One of them being important, only because we lost somebody this weekend. But did you hear about the Formula One Marshal?
The Formula One Marshal?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
There was a Formula One Marshal killed this weekend.
How?
Due to a wreck. I guess he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I have not actually seen the details on it, but I wanted to honor the individual by at least mentioning it because, just a man doing his job and unfortunately lost his life doing it. So it has to be respected. And that's one of the things that can be terrible around racing is stuff happens. There's nothing any of us can do about that. And, my condolences to his family. That's pretty much it. The other thing was totally stupid, so it kind of is a fluke to even mention it after what I just talked about, but I don't know if you heard, but they're actually looking to do internet throughout the campsites at Loudon, which would allow us to do actually stuff live.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, well, check into it because I'm not sure if it's going to be available for July, but it's pretty positive it's going to be available for September.
Awesome.
Can't pay a fee, but whatever, I'll cover it. I don't care. It is what it is.
That's awesome. Actually, if you are able to, that could be your story. If you want to look into it and research and stuff.
Okay. I can do that and follow up next week.
Alright, cool. That'd be awesome to be able to live stream stuff through with us.
Yeah, it would. Can you imagine the 2 of us actually live?
That's actually scary.
Live. Oh, God. Speaking of live, we're still on air, right?
Yes.
Okay, I gotta know. You didn't watch the Nationwide race, right?
No.
Okay. No, sorry. Let me restate that. It wasn't the Nationwide race. It was the Cup race. Did you see the pre-race ceremony?
Yes, I did, I believe. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. The pastor, priest, whatever he was that did the prayer,
Yeah.
what did he say? Because I watched a bunch of drivers' heads go from, free mode to at attention. And he said something to the extent of he wanted to hear a big amen from the audience, from the grandstand, as he put it. But if you actually watch it, and I have it on DVR, Devin, so you can stop by and check it out.
Okay.
Whenever you get a chance, if you're over here, piano lessons, whatever.
Yeah.
Stop by, and I want you to hear this, because I have never heard anybody say something like this, and I personally, I'm trying to disbelieve that a religious factor would have done this, but if you actually listen to the lineup, it sounded like he dropped the F-bomb when he was referring to the grandstand.
Oh my
And
gosh.
it was apparent that I'm not the only one that thought that, because the drivers, they showed Greg Biffle, who was sitting next to his wife in pray mode with his head down, Jamie McMurray, who was also in the same mode, the camera immediately went to them, and both of their heads popped up like they just could not believe what they just heard. Well, I will show it to you. If you didn't catch it, I will show it to you. I have heard no talk about it. If he did say it, they blurred it because it came out that way. But you actually are able to pick up. I watched it replay with my roommate here like 3 or 4 times. And I'm not going to use that kind of language on our show. So the bottom line is, let's hear a big amen from the F grandstand. And that's all you heard because it sounded like somebody, didn't beep it, but kind of went down on the volume. So I couldn't hear it. And I will tell you that I am not the only one because my roommate heard it, said the same thing, and you saw at least 2 drivers' heads come up like they were coming up for air. That's how fast their heads came up. So I'm not the only one that heard it. I've heard nothing about it though outside.
I'll look into that now.
Well, like I said, I got a DVR. Next time you're in the area, stop by. I will quick show with you. It was unmistakable. Unmistakable. And it's hard to believe. Yeah, it's just hard to believe, period, that any kind of religious figurehead at all would actually say that. But I don't know, man. It was difficult for me to ignore. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Alright then. That's 20 minutes of the show added. Just kidding. Alright. So that will do it for us. What?
The more the merrier.
Exactly. That will do it for us. We're gonna go now. Have a good week. See you on Friday for Trackside. Dave, you got anything to say before we go?
No, but I will be live on air in your studio next week.
Awesome. Can't wait for that. Alright, so see you later.
Little girl, you like it loud, come alive.